Hi, this is Dan with QT Equipment, and today we're going to take a look at a truck that's going into our own fleet. This service truck will go out and fix other service trucks. Let's take a look. Before we open up the toolboxes and see what kind of treasures we can find in there, you'll notice we've got nicely dark tinted windows. This truck's going to Florida. A lot of sunshine. This is hopefully legal in Florida. Fingers crossed. We've got aluminum diamond plate on the front of the body that protects from rock chips and road debris that gets kicked up as you're going down the road. Let's take a look and see what we've got inside the compartments here. IMT toolbox. We've got a set of bolt bins. Look at that. This is an IMT horizontal box. This has 5 3-inch drawers. Great for tools that are longer than what you can put in the first cabinet. 4 shelves for part storage. We like running extended cabs because our techs cover a lot of mileage. And for them to be able to keep their equipment warm, dry, and secure, also an overnight bag, maybe some dry clothes if they're going into monsoon season down in Florida, very helpful. Let's take a look inside. This is a pretty standard setup. If you're a Ford fan, you've undoubtedly seen this before. This is the XL package with the power group. One nice thing that I'd like to point out is this truck has tons of chargers. Look at this. You've got a 12-volt charger here. You've got 2 USB-C chargers, another 12-volt USB-C, a regular USB, a couple of more chargers in the back. One thing my kids love is a vehicle. They don't care what kind it is. They just want to have a ton of chargers. They would love this. This middle seat, I didn't know there was so many interesting things with the middle seat, but I guess I'm easily amused. You've got normal way that it would sit down. You've got a nice work area. You've got some storage in there, cup holder, place for your phone. I doubt anybody ever sits in this middle seat, but underneath, boom, look at this. You've got extra storage and it's locking. If you're staying overnight in a hotel, you've got some things that you don't want to keep in your room, but you don't want to have them just out and about either. You can lock them up and keep them nice and secure. This truck has the 6.7 liter diesel engine, the 10-speed automatic transmission, has the chrome XL appearance package, a couple of nice tow hooks here in the front, and also has remote start. My director just asked why we need remote start in Florida. She's obviously not spent a ton of time down there because it gets freaking hot, and if you can turn your truck on early and get that AC pumping, it's not 157 degrees in your truck by the time you get into it. That's why we need it. Now to these things, we've got some strobe lights. We've got strobes on the front and on the back, and we also have a strobe light off the headache rack. If we're working on the side of a road, helping a customer get their equipment back up and running so they can finish their job, we want to be able to bring some attention to ourselves so we don't get in an accident. You'll see we're running the BA440 air compressor. We've got a whole video on this air compressor if you want to check that out. Been a reliable compressor on our service trucks for a long time. We don't have a ton of air needs out in the field. Like you guys, we're using a lot of electric battery powered tools now, but we still do need a compressor from time to time in the field, and this is a good one. This is a hydraulic cooler. We've got a hydraulic tool circuit on this truck. This keeps our hydraulic fluid cool when we're using that circuit, and it is connected to a 50-gallon hydraulic tank. Let me interrupt this truck walk around for a quick commercial. If you know how to fix cranes, if you know how to fix air compressors, if you want to join an excellent team of truck equipment professionals, go to qtequip.com. At the top right-hand corner, will say join our team. You can see where we're hiring and all the sweet things we do. Back to the truck walk around. On the passenger side, we've got an IMT 7500 22-foot crane. This is the Series 4. When I talk to our techs about what they use most often, some of them use the crane more than the air compressor. They're using the crane to pull cranes off, change rotations. They're using the crane to pull compressors off. If we do some liftgate service for some of our customers, they'll use the crane to hold that liftgate up when they're doing the repairs. Not all of our service trucks have cranes on them. We do have one guy that just makes a lot of runs. He is running state after state after state, fixing a lot of electrical problems, doing a lot of crane inspections. He does not need a crane on his truck. We let our technicians kind of spec out their own truck. This is something you don't see up in the north very often, but you'll see a ton of these down in Florida. This is just a water tank. It's connected to this nozzle right here with a ball valve on it, and gives you a convenient, nice place to wash your hands before you eat your sandwich. We let our technicians do some customization to their trucks. I know for a bigger fleet, it would be really tough to have 100 trucks and 100 different decisions, but for us, if our tech wants a water tank, he gets a water tank. We try to work around our customers' schedules, which means a lot of early mornings at times, which means it's dark, which means we need light. We've got light in the front corners, midline, rear, and then we also have boom tip lights on the crane. We can bring the crane up, the light shines down, you've got a safer illuminated workspace. You'll notice we've got Pacific Dualies wheel simulators on this truck. And I guess there's a case to be made that this protects the original wheel from damage on the road, but I think the main reason these get put on is they look better. You may be wondering what this is. We don't put this on a lot of service trucks. We do a few on municipality trucks, and we put them on a handful of our own trucks. This is a hydraulic tool circuit, and what this will do is allow our techs to hook up the hydraulics from this truck to another truck that, let's say, has a crane stuck up in the air, needs its outriggers retracted. Maybe we need to test a compressor outside of the hydraulics on the customer's truck just to verify that it's working as it should. Even though we don't use this a ton, man, it's a lifesaver when you need it. On the rear of the truck, we've got this nice workbench bumper. We liner this. These can get slick if they are painted, especially you get some oil on there, you get a little bit of dew. These can get very slick, so you get this nice grippy bed liner. I did want to mention the master lock. We've touched on this before. Our guys are traveling a lot. They're staying in hotels from time to time. It's nice to be able to easily lock your whole side of your compartment with this master lock with one padlock. We got it on both sides. Nice option for keeping your tools safe. We had a couple of questions pop up as we were shooting this, and I figured I'd throw them into the end of the video. If you're still watching, this is great. First of all, what do we work on? Do we work on trucks that we did not build? Yes. We mostly work on service trucks and lube trucks, and we mostly work on trucks that we've built for our customers. But if there's a Stellar in the fleet, if there's a Palfinger in the fleet, if there's a Maintainer in the fleet, we're more than happy to work on that. If you've purchased a IMT truck from another IMT dealer and you need us to work on it, we are a warranty authorized service center. We're obligated by IMT to provide service to customers, and we think it's a good way to make friends. Most of the work that we do is service trucks. We will occasionally get into some truck mounted cranes, some lift gates, a lot of crane inspections, a lot of DOT inspections, repairs, electrical, hydraulic, and whatever else we can find. Second question I got was, how long do we keep our trucks, and what do we do with them when we're done with them? We do turn our trucks fairly frequently, more frequently than probably most of our customers do. We want our newest stuff in the field to show a customer. And I think that back in the old days, we used to have demos and our sales guys would go out and show a demo truck to a customer. But what better way to show a customer your equipment than to have your own techs running the latest stuff? What do we do with our trucks when we're done with them? It depends. Sometimes we are adding a technician, so the more senior guy will get the new truck, and then we can put a newer guy into the old truck and run it for a little bit. Sometimes we'll rent these out. We do have a rental program that we could rent this for 6 months. If somebody's waiting on a truck, they had a truck wrecked, it's a good option to help a customer bridge the gap until they get a new truck in their fleet, or we sell them. And those will go up on our website, qtequipment.com, and they usually go pretty quick. Thanks for watching. You can find us on Instagram at QT Equipment, Facebook QT Equipment, our website QTEquipment.com. Work dirty, be happy. Until next time.